2 years is a long time to keep showing up. Everybody in my family, entire family, do a same job to put food on the table. We have to change this part. Having excuses about a change does not postpone the change. It just postpone your progress. It's like a do or die situation. You have to bite the bullet in order to speak English. Why me? Why do I need to do this? I made my mind to learn English in 2021 not because I wanted to, but because English is a necessary language to become an air hostess. So let me share an incident with you. I still vividly remember one day in my school, my teacher called out my name. I would start sweating out of the nervousness in winter season. I would start walking slowly towards the teacher, just thinking, why me? Why do I need to do this? Actually, my teacher was giving me this task that these are some sentences written on the blackboard in Hindi and you have to translate them in English. And the big task was for me that I had to do that in front of the whole class. And since then, you see me here speaking in English, providing spoken English classes, guiding people to learn English, recording videos, uploading them on YouTube so that I can guide people. And in just a few months, I have taught speaking English over 50 people. So it's an honor for me. I know it's not a big thing for many people, but it is for me. It's a huge achievement for me because I am someone who always struggled for passing marks in my school, in English subject especially. Growing up, I was always preoccupied with my thoughts, less expressive, absent mindset. I don't know how many of you can relate with this thing because thankfully the generation has improved, became more conscious about learning English. I have one student, she is just 7 years old and she is speaking very nicely English. Her parents are so conscious about it, so mature about this thing that their children have to learn English. That's why I'm saying, like, and I see in my environment as well, like people are very conscious about learning English. But when I was studying, so there was nothing like this. You know what? One thing happens with less expressive people. They always think, they constantly think that they are not good enough, and because of that they lose their confidence. Add to that, they think that neither they are good in studies nor in sports. It just keep digging deeper and deeper that they are not good enough. After 12th, I started doing graduation, and along with graduation I started doing a fashion designing course as well because I desperately wanted to help my parents financially. And I had some interest as well in designing clothes, and I still have that interest. But after certain time I realized that no, this is not made for me. See what happens, we like so many things in our life. Like I like to cook as well, I like to read books, I like to go outside, I like to do skating, badminton, but it doesn't mean that I want to pursue my career in that field. So I realized this thing when I was doing a fashion designing course. I realized that yes, I love designing clothes. Whenever I see any new design, so I love to make that design. But I realized that I can't pursue my career in this field. For my whole life, I can't do it. Then I realized that this is the right time to focus on learning English. So let me tell you, it was so normalized for me. Just after 5 or 10 minutes of English content, watching English content, I would start feeling sleepy, literally. And I didn't want that. I wanted to change things. So I did a lot of things, tips and techniques, crying in the corner. I did a lot of things. And yes, after 2 years, I saw drastic change in my speaking English. But it was not easy. It was not an easy journey at all. It was hard because when I was watching boring English content, then my friends were watching and enjoying Kapil Sharma shows and stand-up comedy. It was hard because Talking with the strangers in English for hours is not exactly something that you expect from an introvert to do. I was an extreme level of introvert. I even used to not talk with my colleagues, with my classmates. Only a few friends were there. In my schooling, in my college, I was extreme level of introvert person. And here to learn English, to speak English, I was talking with strangers for 2 hours, for 3 hours in a day. And I would watch English content for 2 hours and 3 hours. I used to dedicate these 6 or 7 hours to learn English so that I can learn it quickly. Third, it was hard because it's not a linear process. It's not a straight path which you can follow. It's not like you follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 and step 5 is fluent. No, it's more like first day you follow step 1, step 2, then you have to start from step 1, then jump to step 3, then again start from step 2, step 3, step 4, then again you jump to the step 3, then you jump to the step 5 which is fluent. So it's not a linear process, and it's not just about learning English. Life is not a linear process. So some days you feel you have improved a lot, and some days you feel like you are stucking everywhere, you are stucking to speak English. You might make mistakes after months of practice. You might speak wrong grammar even though you know all the grammar rules. Confidence goes up and down even though you know you can speak English fluently, even though your confidence goes up and down. Yes, this process has a lot of ups and downs, setbacks, forward, get back, twists and turns, and it's a totally messy process. You just have to keep showing up every single day with consistency, without any hope. Okay, if every day you are going to have this hope that yes, today I'm going to become very fluent at English, it will just disappoint you. You just have to follow the path, and one day you are going to receive your fluency. And learning anything, I'm not just talking about this language, everything, whatever you are learning in this life, learning is a lifelong process. Sometimes you feel motivated, sometimes demotivated. All I will say that is all require your passions. However, I'm glad that I went through this journey, because through this journey I haven't just improved my English, I have improved a lot of things, even I can't count them on my fingers. Now I am little bit proud of on myself as well, that now these are not early days where I used to avoid English document to read. Just this morning I was reading English document. My father gave me this document to read that, and I was so proud that I was reading that and I was explaining to my father that. So these small things gives me motivation, and I feel proud as well. I give gratitude as well that yes, I went through this journey. Otherwise, I couldn't be able to do this. This journey taught me three things. First is discipline. Waking up early in the morning, completing household chores and my projects about colleges, and after that, dedicating 6 or 7 hours to learn English. Lesson number 2, the power of consistency. This fluency took me 2 years. Initially, I was not focusing on speaking, I was just focusing on reading, writing, and listening content. But after that, I realized that speaking is key. Speaking is a crucial part in learning language. So then I started. So 2 years is a long time to keep showing up every single day. No matter you are sick, no matter you are having trauma in your family is not supporting you, no matter you are not having your personal space to learn this language, to talk with strangers, it doesn't matter. That's what called consistency. When you just avoid these things, when you avoid making excuses, That's where consistency comes. So this was my lesson number 2, consistency. Lesson number 3 is a perseverance. You are speaking English, you are stucking, you are feeling low confidence, but still you are keep showing up. You believe in yourself that yes, you will speak English fluently one day. You will learn this, you will master it. That is known as perseverance. I just told you it's not a easy thing to show up every day when things are not working out in your way. The moment I used to see that I am not having any kind of progress, I used to feel that how useless I am. Like I'm just about to clear my complete my graduation, and I'm not making any progress. I used to feel broke down, crying and crying in a corner, watching everybody speaking in English and how useless I am. I used to had so many negative thoughts about myself. But still, I come out from that black hole. I used to feel that I'm not going to have any career now because I was not good enough in studies. I am not good enough in sports. I do not have any skills or abilities. And now I'm not good enough in English as well. This happened because I decided to change. Because I decided to change, and not just decided, I started taking actions. Even those steps were just small. Those actions were small, but I maintained the consistency. I decided to change things where everybody in my family, entire family, do a same job to put food on the table. Where I thought to do something beyond all this. And I do not resist myself to just these goals. Still, I am figuring out things. I have many plans to do, and I'm working on them. So, what I will leave you with is show up every day. Show up every day when things are not working on your way and you feel like procrastinating. Just remember my words. When you feel procrastinating, you feel like now I need off. That's the time you need to show up more. When you start showing up every day, that's where you win half of the battle already. Find the joy in your daily routine because life is too short to not be happy. I feel that life will not serve you opportunities in a plate. You have to get up, आपको हाथ पैर मारने ही होंगे, and you have to do hard work to do it. Okay, see, when we start learning English, then so many changes happens in our life. We have to change our entire routine. We have to change this part of thought process आपको change करनी होती है. You have to change everything. So having excuses about a change does not postpone the change. It just postpone your progress and your success. This is a rule of nature. Who do not accept change destroy them. With the time, they always struggle. So just accept the change. Do not complain about it. Every day try to become adaptable. You have to adapt to so many changes in this journey. Learning English is uncomfortable journey. It's like a do or die situation. You have to bite the bullet in order to speak English. Now I think that's enough for today's video. But one more thing is here. I want to share that we know all the resources, we know all the tips and techniques to learn this language, but still people come and ask how to get fluency, how to speak English effortlessly, how to speak English confidently. Though we know answers everywhere, like on the YouTube, on Instagram, or you know itself, आपको खुद ही पता है how many techniques you have to follow, or these 4 fundamentals are simple: read, write, listen, and speak. You have to go through with these 4 fundamentals. Okay, now I'm not going to give you a lecture that how you have to do it, how to read, how to listen, what you should listen. You know already all the things. You have watched so many videos. You just haven't started taking action. So instead of asking the same question, I think we should focus on action part. Okay, so start taking actions from today. I think I have shared a lot of things in this video. Still, I have so many things to share. I will share those in next video, but I think this long video is enough for today. Take care and thanks for watching.